スパイ歴十数年、数々のミッションをこなしてきたこの俺は、再度くじけかけている。その他人を当てにすることに無理があったのだ。他人の、それも素人の価値判断などに成功の可否を委ねるべきではなかった。あらゆる事態を予測し、準備し、周到な計画に基づいて行動するのがスパイの鉄則。
Loid, living in a time when a Cold War was unavoidable, a time when the conflict between Westalis and Ostania was ongoing. Like wars in general, people had their own reasons to believe that their side was right, and it is the enemy who is wrong. This thought has been ingrained in them since childhood. However, among them, there are also people who are different. People who mediate between them secretly as spies, with the aim of peace. People who think that the war that is happening can be ended in a better way, namely by creating a peace agreement. This is not something that can be done in a short time, but in a very long time. But even so, for people who care about peace, it is a very cheap price, a price that is nothing compared to the result that will be obtained, which is to achieve a better world without war. Loid lives as a spy who hides in the darkness of the world. Loid spends his daily time doing a mission. Like spies in general, he forgets what has become the goal of everyday life of people in general. He no longer cares about personal feelings for other people, whose goal now is to become a spy who can stop the Cold War between Westalis and Ostania. He is willing to carry out any mission. In order for his goal to be achieved, he does all of this in order to create a world of peace, a world where children can live in peace without thinking of war. He knows that being a spy will make him erased from normal life. Someone who is the eye of service and business will not be known by society, will not get an award, will not be written in a newspaper. Even so, he is sure that what he has done so far, the sacrifices he has made, can make people live in happiness. Loid wasn't the type of person who could easily put his trust in others. As a Loid spy, he must rely on himself. He believes he can complete a mission by relying on and going it alone. He doesn't like relying on other people on a mission. A spy must move with very careful planning to anticipate a possibility that will occur. He endures the hard work of being a spy for something he believes in. It is not an easy thing, but something that requires a very strong determination. When he met Anya and he began to change. He began to trust and rely on others. He did what a spy should not do. Loid returns to find the meaning of normal life that he has forgotten. He who used to throw away those feelings, now in his heart can't refuse. He slowly begins to change and loves the family, which was originally just a play family to carry out a mission. He loves they as a family, is not a play as a spy. Peace for the Loids is something that is not easy, something that is very difficult to achieve. He knows that to create peace between Westalis and Ostania requires a lot of sacrifices. The meaning of peace for Loids, namely, creating a peaceful world, a world where children don't have to cry because of a war, a world where children can live normally without the threat of war, a world where children do not become victims of war as they experienced. Loid once said that he did not like children crying. For him, seeing children crying was a reminder of what happened as a child, a reminder of the suffering he had gone through as a victim of war. When he was small, he could only cry helplessly over loneliness and despair. At that time, no one reached out for him, no one would help him. Loid understands this feeling more than anyone else. He understands the suffering caused by a war. He doesn't want what he experienced to happen to other children. He doesn't want to see small children become victims of a war. He doesn't want what is in his past, what he feels, back to happen in the future. In his heart, he really wants to create peace between Westalis and Ostania. He doesn't care if no one knows about his services and efforts. He doesn't care if he doesn't get appreciation for the results he achieves. According to him, all of that is not important. For him, to create peaceful world is the purpose and meaning of his life. For that reason, he threw away what he had and became a spy for the peace of Westalis and Ostania. He understands that people who defend their respective countries cannot easily recognize and forgive other countries. All conflicts that occur cause problems on both sides. Feelings of hatred and revenge will not easily disappear, as long as one party does not forgive the other. This will always happen, hatred and grudges against other parties. All of that was unavoidable during a war. When a war occurs, many impacts are felt by society, from losing jobs to losing family members. It is something that has always happened during the war. Loid knows for humans that thinking is not wrong. People who are victims of war will definitely blame the other party. That person blames the other party for what he experienced and wants to take revenge. On the other hand, wise organization people like Loid's want peace. Let everything that happened in the past happen. Everything that has happened will not happen again if they start to understand each other and forgive each other. All of that can be achieved under the auspices of one thing, namely a peace. Indeed, at the beginning of peace, grudges for something that happened in the past will not disappear immediately, but over a long period of time, by living side by side, it will definitely be forgiven and create a real peace. Peace where people can live without hating one another. Each other as it should be. Loid is a spy who wants peace between Westalis and Ostania. He is willing to sacrifice anything in order to create peace, which has become the goal of his life. He did all that not without reason. He did all that because he knew the suffering that had happened in his past. He who became a victim of war lost his two masters and lived in misery. No one helped him. He will create a world where the things he experienced will never happen again, a world where children don't have to cry in loneliness and despair, a world where children can live with their parents without suffering grievous suffering. In carrying out a mission, Loid has the principle of trusting himself and not relying on others, but thanks to Anya himself, he begins to change his principles and begins to trust and rely on others. He becomes a better person.